Hello again, this is Robert Veach here. This is my video review of the Durapower brand. Their 5000 lumen LED rechargeable spotlight has internally 7200 milliamp hour battery on here. It's ultra bright and compact, and we're going to show all the features of it. And it is IP68 waterproof, and IP68 devices are backed by an international standard, and they're fit enough to withstand dust, dirt, sand, and resistant to submersion up to about 1.5 meter underwater for up to 30 minutes. We're going to run a test on this to see how well it does. I'm going to put it in some water. This unit is great. It comes with a car charger that produces 5 volts at 1 amp and 2 independent separate cables, nice long length, to allow you to charge this. We're going to show how to do that real simple. And one can be used on any USB 1 amp or greater port. They're both identical, and the other one could be kept in your car so that you can charge this in your vehicle. This is super bright and tight focus beam, and that 5000 Lumens Brightness has 3 modes. It'll be the brightest at 5000, then it has 1000, then 100 to save you your battery time and energy if you want to have lower amounts of light. This on high will illuminate up to 1800 feet with that tight focus beam. Now, how they're getting that tight focus beam is they have the LED integrated circuit on the bottom right there, and about 2.5 inches away they have this light focused lens, and they have that parabolic reflector all chromed up really nice. That's what gives them that bright white light on there. You can see on here it's got this nice little handle, and you could change the angle. It's got a ratchet, and that allows you to essentially set this up like that. We're going to show how to use that if you're working on your car, and you can change the angle by clicking it like that. It keeps it nice and stable, and then it collapses down. Really stylish looking. It's got the gray and the black and the stainless steel hex nuts on there. Really like the way it looks. It has great ergonomics on the handle. They've got some nice soft rubber there. And on the bottom here there is a lanyard that you could hold it like that. That way if you ever were to drop this, it would be caught with the lanyard, which is nice. And on the back of the unit it has the charging port right there, and that's where you're going to charge it. If you're going to do water, if it's going to be involved with water spray or immersing it, you got to make sure that's closed. There is the switch right there. It's very simple. You push it once and it goes to high, and there is the lower setting, and that's the lowest setting, which is great for saving batteries. Then one more time it is off. This is all sealed looking rubberized material and really high quality. They do a drop test of this. This internal battery is 7200 milliamp hours, like I mentioned, and it'll last over 10,000 battery cycles. This is all impact resistant ABS plastic and rubber all around, allowing the spotlight to fall from 3 meters to the ground without being damaged. And you can really feel this rubberized material on here. It feels really, really thick, like it's protecting the electronics and the battery. Now behind this there is an oversized heatsink that will work with that LED array right there to dissipate the heat internally on there, which is great. Now that Lumen, high lumen 5000 lumen is a Cree LED, and the service life of that LED should be up to 20,000 hours. This company will provide after-sales service. If you have any issues, just contact them on the Amazon messaging system. Now the size of this is 7.2 inches by 5.9 by 3.5 inches, so it's nice and compact. You can see by the size of my hand right there. Now charging the unit is really easy. This long cable is included, and you just go to the back of the unit right here. It has this rubberized silicone type of seal on there, and you put this barrel connector in there. At the other end you put on any 1.5 amp or 1 amp or greater USB-A port, or use the included USB port that converts your 12 volt your car to over the 14 volts to 5 volts at 1 amp. You can use that if you're in your car. Otherwise, you can use what's at your home, and most people have their USB-A chargers. Now, if you look there, it is red color, and what happens is after a couple hours it goes to solid green. Then you know that it's fully charged. And the unit comes with a little diagram describing all the features and a little pamphlet letting you know how to operate and charge this great spotlight. Here I have it in my studio, and it's a calibrated distance away, which is about 13.5 feet to my green screen area. And I want to show you the pattern it makes. You can see it's really concentrated. It's about 1.5 feet diameter, and again that's at about 13.5 feet away. So you can see it's a very concentrated beam. So here I have it again in my lab, and I have a lux meter that is 8 feet away, calibrated, and we've got it shining right to the sensor right here, and my meter is on kilolux, so you can see it's 22.5 thousand lux, so it's on kilolux. That shows how bright it is. That's at 8 feet. So I've been running the light now for about a half hour, and I want to see if it got any heat on here, and it feels really cool to the touch. So this is my table right here, 68 degrees. If I point it to the head right there, it's 80 degrees. So that is really good, 80 degrees. If we go right to the front of it, let's see what that is. That is 82 degrees. So what that's telling me is that that big heat sink inside here is keeping that LED very cool. So here I'm in my backyard, and I have a little forest area there. There's some snow on the ground. And the forest area is about 22 feet down to 25, 30 feet in the back. So I'm going to put on the Durapower. Gives you an idea how bright it is, especially in the snow. You really see. Now you see that there's a center spot in there, and at about 25 feet away, 23 feet away, looks like a diameter of about 3 feet. But there's that outer ring you can see right there. So at about 22 feet, that outer ring is about 20 feet in diameter. But the primary beam is very focused, as you can see. Now these are trees that are way up, about 150 feet up in my yard. So I'm shooting the beam right there. You can actually see the beam in the atmosphere, it's so bright. But those trees are very high up, and you can see it's lighting up the tops of them quite easily, very bright. This is down to my neighbor's garage, which is about 400 feet away. And you can see that that beam is just lighting up the whole garage right there. And if you go to the left, it's lighting up the yard. And of course, some of their trees are way back there too. But you can just get an idea how bright that spotlight is at the Durapower. Now this is directly up, and you can see the moon right there. And I'm shooting it basically right at the moon. But you can see that beam, how bright it is, reacting with the atmosphere. So here I'm in total darkness in my garage, and I have it on that little kickstand and lighting up the whole floor and the side of my electric car right here. So an emergency, if you got to do some work on the road, or you want people to see you in an emergency on the highway, this is very, very bright. So here's a big bowl of water. Let's see how the Durapower does. See if it floats. You can see it's floating. And you notice you don't see any bubbles really, which means that nothing is infiltrating and getting inside. Boy, that really floats. Look at that. That's nice. You don't have to worry about if you could take this fishing or camping. You don't have to worry about water damaging if you drop it, and it's just going to float. So after testing the Durapower, their 5000 lumen LED rechargeable spotlight with an internal 1700 milliamp hour and IP68 waterproof. This is a cool spotlight. As I demonstrated, it's waterproof. Comes with 2 charging cables and an adapter for your car that you could charge it. And very high quality. You drop this, it's not going to get damaged. Has an included piece on there that allows you to expand this and to hold this thing up for working on your car or other emergencies. Really nice quality. It feels like it's a very durable, high quality product. So I'm going to give it a full 5-star rating. Please remember to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you're alerted to new video uploads. And if you like this review, please hit the like button. I hope the information I presented helped you with all your buying decisions. Thanks for watching.